Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the world of colossal behemoths, super heavy tanks. These lumbering giants were titans of the battlefield, boasting incredible firepower and armor that could shrug off most attacks. But were they unstoppable war machines or impractical monstrosities? Buckle up, history buffs and tank enthusiasts, because we're about to explore the history of these fascinating and sometimes downright bizarre super heavy tanks. Number 10. T30 Heavy Tank. This is a heavy tank prototype developed by the United States during World War II. The vehicle was 34.2 feet long, 10.7 feet high, and weighed approximately 65 tons. The tank's main armament was a 155mm gun, and it had a 0.5-inch machine gun as a secondary armament. The T30 was designed to destroy enemy tanks and positions effectively with its thick armor and large-caliber gun. The tank's armor was up to 8 inches thick, making it highly resistant to anti-tank weapons of the time. The T30's maximum speed was about 14 mph, making it relatively faster compared to other heavy tanks of the time. The T30 was designed to be operated by a crew of 6. Although the tank was planned to enter service, production could not begin due to the end of the war. Only a few T30 prototypes were produced, and these vehicles are displayed in various museums in the United States. Number 9. Char 2C. This is a super heavy tank developed by France towards the end of World War I. The vehicle was 33.7 feet long, 13.4 feet high, and weighed approximately 69 tons. The tank's main armament was a 75mm gun, and it had 4 8mm Hotchkiss machine guns as secondary armaments. The Char 2C was the largest and heaviest tank of its time. The tank was designed to break through enemy lines and gain superiority in trench warfare with its thick armor and powerful weapons. The Char 2C provided protection against enemy fire with its 1.8-inch thick frontal armor. However, this size and weight negatively affected the tank's mobility. The Char 2C had a maximum speed of only 9.3 mph, making it quite slow on the battlefield. The Char 2C tank was designed to carry the crew and a total of 12 soldiers. Only 10 Char 2C tanks were produced, and most of them were decommissioned due to the German advance during World War II. Today, none of the original Char 2C tanks survive, but some museums display models and parts of the tank. Number 8. TOG 1. The tank, heavy. TOG 1 was a prototype British tank developed during World War II. It was approximately 33.5 feet long, 10.5 feet high, and weighed 79 tons. The tank was armed with a 75mm gun and several machine guns. The TOG 1 was designed to be a heavily armored vehicle capable of supporting infantry and crossing trenches, similar to the TOG 2. However, it suffered from low mobility and was not put into production. Only a few prototypes were built, and none saw active service. Today, one of the TOG 1 prototypes is displayed at the Tank Museum in Bovington, Great Britain. Number 7. Tortoise A39. This is a heavy tank developed by Britain during World War II. The vehicle was approximately 32.5 feet long, 10 feet high, and weighed 78 tons. The Tortoise's main armament was a 32-pound gun, and it had two 7.92mm BISA machine guns as secondary armaments. The tank was designed to destroy other armored vehicles and defensive positions. However, it was never used in combat as it was developed late in the war. Only one prototype was produced, and this prototype is currently on display at the Bovington Tank Museum. Number 6. TOG 2. This is a British prototype super heavy tank developed in the early stages of World War II. The vehicle was 32.8 feet long, over 9.8 feet high, and weighed 81 tons. The tank's armament was a 3-inch gun. When designing the vehicle, it was assumed that the war would take the form of positional warfare, much like World War I, and therefore the tank was adapted to cross trenches and support attacking infantry. TOG 2 was in many respects similar to the lighter TOG 1 tank and, like it, was characterized by low mobility and was designed to carry several infantry soldiers. Only one prototype of the vehicle was built. currently located in the Bovington Tank Museum in Great Britain. Number 5. T28 Super Heavy Tank. This is a super heavy tank prototype developed by the United States during World War II. The vehicle was 36.3 feet long, 13 feet high, and weighed approximately 95 tons. The tank's main armament was a 105mm gun, and it had a 0.5-inch machine gun as a secondary armament. The T-28 was designed to break through enemy lines and gain superiority over other armored vehicles with its thick armor and powerful gun. The tank's armor was up to 12 inches thick, making it almost impervious to anti-tank weapons of the time. However, this large size and weight severely limited the tank's mobility. The T-28's maximum speed was only about 5 mph, making it very slow on the battlefield. The T-28 was designed to be operated by a crew of 5. Although the tank was planned to enter service, production could not begin due to the end of the war. Only 2 T-28 prototypes were produced, one of which is still on display at the Fort Benning Tank Museum in the United States. Today, some original prototypes of the T-28 tank are still on display in museums. Number 4. K-Wagen. This is a massive super heavy tank prototype developed by the German Empire during World War I. The vehicle was 55.8 feet long, 23 feet wide, and weighed approximately 120 tons. The tank's main armament was a 77mm gun, and it had several machine guns. The K-Wagen was designed to break through enemy lines and gain superiority in trench warfare. The tank's armor was thick, ranging from 1.2 to 1.6 inches, making it resistant to small arms fire. However, this large size and weight severely limited the tank's mobility. The K-Wagen's maximum speed was only about 3.1 mph, making it extremely slow on the battlefield. The K-Wagen was designed to be operated by a crew of 27. Although the tank was planned to enter service, production could not begin due to the end of the war. Only one K-Wagen prototype was built, and it was destroyed at the end of the war. Today, none of the original K-Wagen prototypes survive, and documents and plans regarding the tank's design are archived. Number 3. FCM F1. This is a super heavy tank prototype developed by France during World War II. The vehicle was 34.5 feet long, 12.3 feet high, and weighed approximately 140 tons. The tank's main armament was a 90mm gun in the front turret and a 47mm gun in the rear turret. The FCM F1 was designed to break through enemy lines and gain superiority in trench warfare with its thick armor and powerful weapons. The tank's armor was 3.9 inches thick, making it highly resistant to anti-tank weapons of the time. However, this size and weight severely affected the tank's mobility. The FCM F1's maximum speed was only about 12.4 mph, making it quite slow on the battlefield. The FCM F1 was designed to be operated by a crew of 9. Although the tank was planned to enter service, production could not begin due to the German occupation of France. Only one prototype was built, and the project remained unrealized. Today, there are no surviving original FCM F1 tanks, but the design drawings and plans for the tank remain in archives. Number 2. Panzer 8. Maus. This is a super heavy tank prototype developed by Germany during World War II. The vehicle was approximately 33.5 feet long, 12.1 feet high, and weighed 188 tons. The tank's main armament was a 128mm KWK-44L55 gun, and it had a secondary armament of a 75mm KWK-44 gun. The Maus was heavily armored with 220mm frontal armor. The tank was designed to break through enemy lines and gain superiority over other armored vehicles. However, due to its low mobility and excessive weight, the Maus was not suitable for operational use. The tank's maximum speed was only 12.4 mph, making it very slow on the battlefield. The vehicle was equipped with the ability to move underwater to cross rivers, as it was too heavy to cross bridges. Only 2 prototypes were produced, one completed and the other unfinished. Currently, a combination of these 2 prototypes is on display at the Kubinka Tank Museum in Russia. Number 1. Landkreuzer P-1000 Ratte. This is a massive tank project designed by Germany during World War II but was never produced. The tank was planned to be the largest and heaviest tank in history, weighing approximately 1,000 tons. The tank was designed to be used to break through Soviet defenses on the Eastern Front. The Landkreuzer P-1000 Ratte was intended to advance over land, destroying enemy positions and cities. However, the resources and engineering challenges required to build this massive tank were enormous, and the project was never realized. Today, only the design plans and concept drawings of the Landkreuzer P-1000 Ratte exist. The tank was never built, and the project was completely abandoned. What did you think of these super heavy tanks? Were they engineering marvels or a colossal waste of resources? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more awesome content on military history and engineering marvels. Until next time, see you later.